If there's any VOD watchers, this is a live stream. I don't know if anyone's gonna talk because I'm not talking. I don't have anything to say. I have to wait for people to show up to say stuff. I don't know if anyone's gonna show up or if many people are gonna show up at all because, you know, they only come for the VTuber. How are you doing, Shmoo? Hanging out? Sick, man. That's sick, dude. Yeah, me too, man. Me also just hanging out. Wait, is it Easter today? I heard people are painting potatoes instead of eggs. Cause they can't afford eggs. That's crazy, bro. The potato bunny. Potatoes are gross, yeah. Actually, yeah. I mean, eggs are gross too if you think about it. Think about it. I mean, I guess if you empty them, it's not so bad, but also, wait a second, why don't they just buy plastic eggs? Maybe that was just some propaganda. How's everyone doing on this fine 420? Jesus is upon high. I can't remember the last time I've actually done Easter. I think I might remember like one Easter from my childhood where we painted eggs. I remember the Easter Bunny in elementary school and like coloring contests at the supermarket where like they'd put your like, as a kid, if you like, I even remember that as an adult. I remember being at a local supermarket and seeing a bunch of like bizarrely colored bunny rabbits up on the window from all the local kids who had been coloring them with crayons and stuff. There's some gnarly colored ones that were all just like blue and red. VOD watchers, fast forward about 20 minutes until more people arrive. Would I rather have 10 teal super chats or not stream? I don't even know what a teal super chat is, man. I'm used to being a Twitch streamer, but the goal, I'd like to start streaming again on a regular basis, and I just know it's better to stream something than nothing, obviously. I just don't know what I want to stream. I don't know what I'm comfortable streaming anymore. I haven't really been feeling like gaming recently, and I do like chatting. This is the first time I've done a chatting stream without a VTuber model. And I know that VTuber models are something that really attract people to want to talk and interact, and so I've been nervous to like bite the bullet and do a live stream without a VTuber model. This music's way more uproarious than I thought it was gonna be. But it's not elevator music, it's just music. Yeah, I just miss having active chat, and I don't know what to do about it, because I'd be streaming regularly if I had active chat. It's kind of a catch-22 situation where it's like if I don't stream, then people won't know I stream. But I guess I just have to like slog through not having a lot of people here until eventually people know I stream regularly and it'll be better. Maybe, I don't know. I think one of my biggest issues with streaming is just in my day-to-day life, I'm so like sporadic. I'll jump from like exercising to building guitar pedals to watching live streams to, but the idea of like doing like a live stream where I commit to like a 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 hour period and just like do a thing and just do it on stream is something I used to do so easily. I'd do it for 12 hours and now it's just hard. I've lost my connection to what streaming was for me. It was a means of socializing, and I used to have a social group that I would be with on stream. And YouTube is like, I could dual stream to Twitch and YouTube at the same time, but I guess I've lost my love of streaming on Twitch. Civvy Mouse Who Rants doesn't even exist anymore, bro. Yeah, I changed the channel to mouse posting after I decided to stop VTubing. Do I want to post more than I want to rant? I don't know why that reminds me of the old meme of Goth girl wants to come more than she wants to die. It's like a Pornhub. I miss all the old Pornhub memes. Goth girl wants to come more than she wants to die. Are you asking, do I want to post videos more than I want to live stream? No, I like to live stream more. Blackie Japan? I don't know if I should be saying that. I feel like I just said a slur. I know Japan stands for Japan, but it's the Blackie part. Yeah, I guess I've realized like I do want to stream again on a regular basis. I've been scared about it and nervous because I just, as a small content creator, it's that whole thing of just accepting the fact there's just going to be large swaths of time that no one's talking. I've been trying to have fun on my YouTube channel recently and making it feel less stressful, but it's just chatting. I haven't done a just chatting stream without a VTuber model, and I needed something to have on the. I need a theme. You know what I mean? I need something to ground the stream. So, like, if I do like the next one, I'm gonna do another just chatting stream, and it'll be like it'll probably just literally say like, this is a Wendy's. Sir, this is a Wendy's. So that's just it'll be, you know, some AI generated image of my character at a Wendy's. I miss streaming, guys. I miss it. I've been nervous about getting back into it. Yeah, I've been trying to take inspiration from back in the day when I started doing VR chat, just chatting streams all the time. It started with me just literally sitting there staring at the camera, just waiting for people to show up. And that was the beginning of what eventually led to me streaming a lot. Realistic AI thumbnails look like horror movies. I know, that's the point though. They're supposed to be like, it's supposed to be uncanny. Yeah, I like, bro, I'm sorry, but AI art and AI generated shit's so much fun. I wish people would just get over themselves and start having fun with it, instead of panicking about it. I wonder if I'm ever going to do a rant video about how I hate Eurocentric historical texts. I remember I was dating a girl in college. She was in college, I was not. And I snuck into her, what is it called, like Greek, Roman mythology. It was a mythology class. And it was at one of the lecture halls at the University of Texas. I was so shocked by how, like, rudimentary the education seemed to be. Her entire education at Austin, University of Texas was so, like, it was crazy dating a college girl. And seeing, like, just how shitty the education was. It was just like, I was like, oh, this is supposed to be, like, better education. I don't know why, I just felt like, I thought university education was going to be somehow bigger and better. I guess it makes sense that it's just kind of more of the same, you know, it's just like learning more bullshit. I just felt like the classes were going to be somehow, like, enhanced. I have been thinking about getting back to learning Japanese again. Oh my god, it's time to get back to studying Japanese. I mean, here's the thing is, like, there's nothing in life that's calling to me anymore. Like, I don't feel like... I mean, I guess there is Marathon. I am kind of interested in playing that. The weirdest thing for me has been the lack of motivation to draw or write music. I have the most apathetic fan base. Skydive! I don't want to skydive. I do want to go on a road trip. I'm gonna save up until I can buy a used car outright. But I would love to go on a road trip. I would love to live. My dream right now is to make enough money, make consistent money as a content creator that I could literally live out of a Prius and just travel around America. That's not even a joke, I'm being serious. And travel around America until I can afford to move to Japan. Living out of a truck for like a year, like Truck Simulator, yeah. I'm telling you, man, one of the last great truly American things that no one can afford to do anymore, which used to be a lot more common, is road tripping. Traveling across America is one of the last great American things that is unique to America that no one can no longer do, that no one can do anymore. Yeah, unfortunately, the last road trip I took was the one from Portland out to Oklahoma with my cats in a U-Haul, and even that was actually relatively fun. It'd be nice to actually do it in a nice car. Hokkaido, live among nature. Nah, I'm gonna be if I could go visit Japan and live as a digital nomad, and I knew more Japanese than I know right now, I would spend, I mean, yeah, I'd want to spend a lot of time in the city and then take trips out into the country. Guys, look at this old Apple concept computer. Look at this fucking, look at this, man. Look at this wild ass modular design, dude. This is the way computers should be built. How have I never heard this before? Oh, these aren't real. These are renders. This isn't AI, but it was rendered by. It was an unreleased computer concept created by Apple engineers in the 1980s. These are rendered by Dana Sabera. It was going to be called the Apple Jonathan. Modular phone, Google shelves. Man, the fact we don't live in a world with modular tech design is how you know we're in hell. There's no reason things should be built the way they are. I mean, maybe there is reasons. But you know what I mean? Like, slide in your fucking new graphics card. Slide in and lock down your new RAM. Like, everything should be modular. Why are we still unscrewing shit and having to do surgery to fucking upgrade? Why our phone not have easily upgradable storage and battery replacement? Why our phone not have replaceable camera? Yeah, I wish that phone line. Do you guys, did you know getting a second phone line on like AT&T is like just as much as another phone line? Do you remember back in the day where we had like shared plans where it was like $5 more? Now you have to get an entire separate phone line. Like, I want a separate number for a dumb phone. I'm thinking about buying burner phones, I don't know. Actually, I want a dumb phone just for two-factor authentication. all I use phones for anymore is for two-factor authentication. That and keeping in touch with my elderly parents. Yeah, it's funny. I swear to God, I could be delusional, but I think as I have gotten away from VTubing and just done rant videos, I think the age group who watches me on YouTube is slowly getting older, which is very cool. It's been leaning more and more towards people my age. I wanna try out a original iPhone again just to see what it feels like. Cause I got one when it first came out. I was an avid Apple user. I actually think it was the original iPhone that made me switch to Mac in general, because I was just like, the integrated Mac experience was like, oh hell yeah. And it was at a time I was in gaming, so I was just like, I wanted that ease of use Apple experience. Man, they really fucked that shit up though, didn't they? As a matter of fact, that was when I had a PS2 or PS3. It was PS3. That was when I had a PS3. So the gaming I did was on a PS3. I played a lot of Battlefield 1940 or whatever, the one with Wake Island. Also, I think that was when there was a lot of gaming online, like Flash games and stuff. So a lot of gaming. Yeah, because I played Binding of Isaac on Flash, the Flash version of Binding of Isaac. Yeah, I never thought about that until just now. I guess it was right about the time that indie gaming started to get popular again that I got a PC and started gaming again. Never had a computer. Are y'all young? Are y'all younger though? I know that younger people don't grow up with PCs. I know it's a generational thing. And the only reason I have a PC is because I'm old and I'm used to it. And I'm a gamer. Also, you just don't trust tablets. They feel like they can break. Yeah, I'll never forget when I first started in VR chat, hanging out with younger people, and hearing so many of them do everything on their phone. I was like, what? I was so confused. You like the music in my videos? Thanks, Jimmy Russell. I always try to fit something I always try to pick something that fits the theme, fits the vibe. Put the chords in the elevator. That would be great. I should have set that up. I should have set up a scene where the lights go off and the music stops and you just hear creaking. That would have been amazing, actually. Oh, this is an actual album. Oh, this might be copyright stricken afterwards. The Nick Perito Orchestra Muzak Stimulus Progression Number 5. I think this might be on Modern Music. Echoes turn out to be kind of a little bit of a sex pest. Actually, I shouldn't call him a sex pest because I don't know if he was actually doing sex stuff, but it was VR chat. He was hanging out with minors, and it was weird. He got in VR chat and started hanging out with minors, and I was just like, I'm out. We're not friends anymore. Sibby is still here in spirit. Yeah, the story. So I guess I'll give context. Beyond Echoes was an old moderator of mine who was a long-time viewer on my Twitch channel, and he was a friend, and he had heard me talk time and time again about how bad VR chat was and how there were so many people who would hang out with underage people there and how it was bad and how I was just sick of it. And the fact that I had a bunch of people from VR chat who followed my channel who thought I was underage, and it just made everything super awkward. And I was just tired of that element of VR chat, right? And then one Christmas, Echoes finally gets Echoes finally gets a headset. And I'm like, oh cool, well enjoy VR chat, you know? People go into VR chat, they change. And Echoes was in his 30s. Yeah, he was in his mid-30s, I think. And he started using a cute avatar, which is whatever, you know? Older people can be cute in VR chat if they want to be. And then he met a girl who was 18. I was like, okay. And so I hung out with Echoes and his friends and his friends of his girl, and they were all clearly teenagers. It was so obvious they were all teenagers. I was like, there's no way this girl's 18. And even if she is, she's hanging out with a bunch of minors, and he's hanging out with all of them. And I was just like, man, fuck this guy. Fuck all of this, dude. He did not give a single flying fuck. He was perfectly happy to be there and be doing stuff with the kids. And I was just like, yeah, I'm out. I mean, there's nothing wrong with using a Rusk model. I don't have anything wrong with adults, you know, doing age play and age regression and that kind of stuff with other adults. I don't mind an adult being cute or being the opposite gender or being a furry or being whatever you want. You know, it's Fantasyland, adult time, that's fine. Which is once again why it's great that VRChat now has the 18 plus thing, so you can go give them your ID. But when you have an adult hang out with minors or hang out with 18-year-old who are friends with minors, that's just, to me, that's way off. That's way off base, you know? The mind's, like, here's the thing. When I was in my 30s, I was hanging out with younger people in VR chat. Because it was at a time where VR chat wasn't lewd. So to me, it was just a big fun roleplay place, and I was ignorant. I was very naive. I wasn't terminally online with modern social spaces, so I didn't realize what a big problem all that shit was. Echoes knew better. Echoes knew better. And I definitely didn't hang out with anyone who was younger in VR chat. If anything was even remotely lewd, I was like noping the fuck out. And then once I found out that there was like this huge epidemic of just like people crossing the line, that's when I was slowly but surely edging my way out of VR chat. So it was all roleplay silliness. No one was being sexual. It was just goofiness, and it was fun. And then, like, I'll never forget the first time I found out someone was like, I think they were like 17, No, I think they were 15. And I was like, oh my god, I didn't realize you were 15. Because they weren't acting like a 15-year-old. They weren't an asshole, they were just kind of chill. And once again, this was in a friend group of people who weren't acting sexual. So we were all just hanging out and chilling most of the time. And so it was, you know, they kind of like, I was definitely in a situation where I was like the cool uncle for a while to someone, you know? But then once I realized that they were being sexual, it was like, I was out, you know? They were like the token teenager in our group that we all kind of like looked out for. But the moment they started being sexual, I was just like, But thankfully, I mean, I don't know if you heard what I said, Morty, but they have that in VRChat now. Like you can show them your ID and get a 18+ thing attached to your profile. Yeah, back when VRChat was goofy roleplay, it was like, once again, it just, I don't know, age didn't really come into play because it was just people. If you're around chill, cool people who are just goofing off, it didn't matter. Like, there was nothing adult going on, you know? As a matter of fact, I remember hanging out with groups who were, like, toxic. And now, looking back on it, they probably were a lot of younger people. And I didn't hang out with those kinds of people. Morty, you still never gone to VRChat? That's funny. Yeah, I don't go to VRChat either. Even hang out in VRChat with my boyfriend, it's like, I don't like the headset anymore. I don't feel comfortable in VR. And I genuinely think it's because the headsets are just less comfortable. The most comfortable headset was the original Oculus, which was very, very light on your face. And everyone's, like, the more hardware they put in the headset, the less comfortable it's been. And if I ever have fuck it money, I was gonna say fuck me money. If I ever have fuck it money, I'll get the big screen beyond and probably spend more time in VR. It's just those headsets are so uncomfortable. I don't know, anyone who's even remotely interested in anime culture and fantasy roleplay, I think should try out VRChat. Go get lost. Go have your VRChat experience. It's fun. It's a fun experience. It's fun to get lost there. I mean, it's fun if not just to go people watch every now and then. The thing is, I've already done it. I have over 8,000 hours. Like, I've seen all the sights and all the sounds. It's no longer novel to me. In the beginning, I was one of those obnoxious people who sang and played guitar on desktop in the corner of the pub upstairs where no one would, you know, only people who would like walk by might see. And then I did that for like 2 days and I was like, man, fuck this, I'm getting VR. And that was just a mutie cutie. I was just a tiny little fox girl. And then I got picked up by a few friend groups as the mutie cutie. And then I made my first custom avatar, which looks a lot like the gremlin, the little kid in a onesie, but it was a satanic onesie. So I wasn't people watching. I was interacting. I was just a mute. And then when I got when I started talking, and then I ended up dating that guy, I became his kind of dom. So I kind of became a goth girl. And then I ran the avatar business for years. I've been trying to listen to certain songs that I need to start practicing singing again, but I can't get myself to be motivated to sit here and practice again. I need to practice. The theme for the elevator stream came from the fact that I knew there was going to be moments where no one was going to be talking. So I was like, I need something, you know what I mean, that kind of fits the idea of sitting here in like awkward silence from time to time. Start a podcast. Speaking of, I have reached out to a bunch of content creators who I'd like to interview, but I don't think any of them are going to respond. I would like to start doing interviews with bigger content creators. I'm waiting for my one big break. I've reached out to a few YouTubers I like. I don't know if they're gonna respond. We're going all the way down, guys. Now we're in the subfloors. You anxiously look at the one button glowing. It says B666. What's in the briefcase? Clutches briefcase nervously. Nothing. my papers. God, I kind of want to play. I might do a gaming video of papers, please. I might stream it. I don't know. We'll see. But I also might stream them, I don't know. I have to ease back into streaming because I'm just... I cannot begin to tell you how anxious I feel about streaming. I want to get over it, I want to figure it out. So it seems that streaming and doing gaming videos on YouTube kind of works best when it's like a singular video, you know? Yeah, we were, there's a new game called, it's the RuneScape Valheim-alike, but I just don't feel like gaming, man. No, I think the RuneScape game would be, Pog to really sink your teeth into. It's fun, I just don't, I don't know, I'm not in the mindset right now to like sink my teeth into a game. Yeah, the problem with my gaming videos is they don't get pushed out in the algorithm, really. I don't really know how to title and thumbnail video game videos very well. Actually, that's a lie. I know how to do it. I just don't have. I don't have enough clout for a lot of people to watch them. I would, at this rate, I would join a corpo. If I could join Hololive, I would 100% go on that journey. If I could become a Hololive VTuber, I would be down for that roller coaster. That'd be so much fun. As an independent VTuber, I couldn't be arsed to go through the trouble. It's too saturated it's too saturated to do it independently. Even if it does give me a leg up to be able to like have more people watch me. Dude, fuck Pinterest. People complain about AI art and shit, man, fuck Pinterest. That shitty ass gatekeeping website that makes art that you find on Google hard to look at and find the source of. But no, I've been making slow progress on YouTube with just my random rant videos. It's been cool. It's been nice. It's been nice not having to VTube. I mean, truth be told is I've always wanted to not have to have a... I like the idea of a virtual character in terms of like the roleplay. This, let's see, since I stopped learning Japanese, I went on I guess it's kind of when I went on my YouTube journey. I got back into my, oh, no, that's what it was. It was, I did Grand Theft Auto roleplay, so it's been about a year. I got heavily into Grand Theft Auto roleplay, which was like, it was like 7 months of my life this year. It was just no life in Grand Theft Auto roleplay. And, and then after that, I decided to get back into content creation, and I started building guitar pedals again. So, now I think about it, I guess it's because my life is stabilizing a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna get back into learning Japanese. And I've gotten a lot farther. Like for instance, I can listen to Japanese and pick out a lot of words that I understand better. And I think in general, I still know a lot of hiragana and katakana. It's sticking better. And there's some kanji, but yeah, I need to get back to it. I've been unmotivated because it feels like any kind of journey to Japan is, well, I just don't have money and there's no clear direction to immigrate there. It's one of the reasons why I said, like, if I was ever offered the opportunity to be part of like Hololive, for instance, I would take it in a heartbeat just because I know that they do a lot of Japan trips. But anyways, it's funny. I am no longer in denial about. I don't know, denial story. I realize I'm cute, and I can be cute in my own ways. I don't have to have a fucking VTuber avatar or have to act a certain way. I just am cute. Yeah. Hey man, kudos to me for knowing that N wasn't supposed to be there though. I'm telling you, man, it's exciting. Like it's exciting. I feel like my Japanese learning has like really like, I'm just so close, bro. I'm like on the cusp. I'm on the cusp of something. I just need to lock in my grammar and then learn more vocabulary. I think I'm good to go with Japanese, and then of course pronunciation. But can't wait for my There's a person who's been archiving my live streams, and they use a computer program to edit out the quiet parts, so it's a more concise version of my it's like an edited down version it's an auto edited down version of my live streams, and It's under Ranted Mouse. I don't know if they're gonna change the the channel name at all, but they would not answer me to tell me who they were, and they just say that it was like edited by Forsen. So I'm curious if they're gonna edit this one down using their auto editing program and post on their channel. But yeah, and it's funny because the day that I deleted my account by accident, yeah, no problem, Benny. The day that I deleted my account by accident, I changed the name of the channel to a few different names. I was trying to figure out which name I wanted to use or something. And they were there like Johnny on the spot on their channel. It was really weird. I don't know who they are. I wish they would just, I literally asked them who they were in my Ko-fi. I don't have them banned from my Ko-fi, but they won't respond. So it's weird having this person who's like gone out of their way to make all of these edits, and they won't fucking talk to me. It's just weird, man. It's like, I'm thankful someone's like willing to do that. Like, it's cool. And I would have liked to help them by like helping them make better thumbnails and titles for their channel, but they just didn't respond, so it's weird. Why do I have to have some of the weirdest people follow me, man? I swear to God. I'm glad there's so many cool people who aren't weird, but there's occasionally it's just like, no, it's nice, but I wish they'd work with me instead of being some weird stranger. Just fucking weird, man. Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about what my goal is here on YouTube with doing content creation and stuff, and I realize at the end of the day it is to ultimately find people to do content creation with, you know? Like, I wanna grow bigger, I wanna get more clout, I wanna work with people who are either bigger than me or who are like-minded who wanna grow. Are you on my Ko-fi, Morty, so I can DM you there? I don't wanna just blast my Discord to everyone. I'll give it a shot, Morty. I can't promise I'll stick around Discord forever, though. You know how I am. I think I'm very socially anxious, but I wouldn't mind having someone to study with. But it's nothing personal. If the vibe isn't right, and I just disappear. I don't. I cannot deal with. The only way I will have a Discord in the future is if I get big enough and I meet someone who I trust to manage a Discord. No, I don't have any Discord. I would 100%, if there was someone I trusted to create a Discord and I was big, I'd be okay with it. That's a lot of steps that don't exist right now. We're far away from that. The Discord Roblox lawsuit? No. This is first I've ever heard of that. Oh my god! Based as hell! AG Plotkin sues messaging app Discord for unlawful practices that expose NJ kids to child predators. Wait. This doesn't say Roblox, this says just Discord. Okay, so it's separate things. God damn, these fucking news sites! Just show me the fucking news! You know what? This is funny, this is happening right as VRChat has age restrictions, which is good. For VRChat. Yeah, I mean, good, man. I mean, honestly, good in both cases. Like, Discord doesn't take child predation seriously, and neither does Roblox, so good on them. Neither does VRChat, for that matter, but at least VRChat now has the 18+ thing. Discords essentially should be all ages until there's some kind of until there's some kind of Discord within Discord age check like VRChat has. Every Discord should be run as an all ages Discord, just full stop. Unless you can card people at the door. You either run it as all ages or you run it, you know, allowing people to say whatever the fuck they want knowing kids are watching and participating. People not being weird. Have you seen people? I mean, this is another reason why I wish I could be like part of a I would love being a corpo content creator, because essentially just having like just being able to make content and then letting management and shit worry about all the bullshit would be so great, man. The culture surrounding idle VTuber fandoms is, I feel like, a lot more chill. There's a lot of spoken and unspoken ways that people act because they don't want to make their Oshis feel weird. They don't want to be a weirdo within the corpo VTuber fandom. I'm not saying there's not. I'm just saying that it's amazing. Like if you've seen their chat, for instance, like it's amazing the bigger chats how they're just low-key self-moderated. I feel like it's kind of a bigger issue for smaller content creators because like you just have to, you know, you're more exposed to the parasocial weirdness, and then just if you ever get a bunch of randoms being really strange to you, it's gonna stand out a lot more than if you have a bunch of people watching you. It's ultimately what has killed it for me time and time again, honestly. Even with this channel, I've had moments where I'm just like, I don't know if I want to keep doing this, man. Yeah, there's some days where it feels like there's more weirdos than there are nice people. Thankfully, it's just a matter of, I don't know, you just gotta kind of troop through the pain. Hope for a better future. Recognize that, you know, there's always lurkers who are being cool. Well, it's been 2 hours, guys. Good stream. Parasocial chatters are a part of the content? What do you mean? I'm not going for 24 hours. Yeah, let's do a 24-hour member drive, guys. Can we get 5 gifted members? 5 gifted members in chats go for another hour. Wait, no, that's too much. It'd have to be a... I'll go for 20 more minutes for 5 gifted members. You make fun of the weird parasocials? Oh, yeah, no. I agree. I mean, I don't want my content just to be making fun of the weird parasocials, but yeah, it's definitely a part of it. I can gift you guys subs. What do you mean my cards decline? Oh no. Oh, it's my old card. I don't even know if that's my new card on here. Guys, I've lost you. I can't see you because I'm going through a payment process. It's making me two-factor authenticate. Guys, I can't see you. Hold on. It won't let me do it, bro. Just fucking gift a fucking membership. Add payment method. It's right there. What do you mean you... Oh my god, just get me out of this fucking screen. I can't even see chat anymore. I couldn't gift it. Wouldn't let me add my PayPal account to it. Opens up briefcase. Takes out chicken nuggies. Starts munching. You noticed a glint of gold coming from the briefcase as I pulled out the chicken nuggies. Am I gonna share these? Absolutely not. That is not true, Morty. As a matter of fact, I've been looking for jobs. I would pretty much do most jobs for at least $20 an hour, but it's so hard to find a starting position at 20 an hour. It's crazy. It's honestly crazy how hard it is to find a job where you can actually get paid the minimum amount needed to live. It's fucking psychotic, honestly. Like, absolutely no joke. I would do dishwashing right now for $20 an hour. Dishwashing has been one of the most chill jobs I've ever had. I would love to be a part-time dishwasher right now. Just to go, like, absolutely no pressure, make some money, have no other responsibility, hang out with some people at a cool restaurant or something, you know? There was a time where I was a graphic designer for a startup company. So I did that during the day, and at night I was a dishwasher at Pizza Hut so I could hang out with my friends because they all worked at Pizza Hut. I was responsible for nothing else but washing those dishes. And so when I was done, they would still keep closing, and then I would go play pinball. It was so chill, man. It was such a chill job. Unfortunately, most places I found that do part-time work with like no experience, just trying to find a job. Yeah, I've been looking at work around here, and it's just like starting wage is like 12 to 17. 17 if you're lucky. It's wild how little people pay. I think it's really interesting that at the end of the day, as a small content creator, like, what you're ultimately doing is just trying to convince people that you're interesting enough to like be around and like have as part of their lives. Like fundamentally that's all it is. It's like, have you done enough things to hold a warm place in someone's heart that they want to see what you have to say and what you have to do? And can you do that with enough people to get paid? It's so silly. It's a rat race for content, just like iDubbbz. What do you mean? Also, don't get me started on iDubbbz. Can't believe that motherfucker made me side with Ethan Klein. Yeah, it's funny. I finally went back and looked at one of my streams when I was blowing up on TikTok, when I had, you know, 1,000 people watching. I was very proud of myself. I used to look down on I used to think badly of myself for those streams because a bunch of people would show up and by the end of the streams a lot of people would have left. But I think I did a good job. I just think I had less pull than I realized or than I thought I had. I think I was actually painfully subconsciously aware of just what was happening at the time. But I think I did a good job. I do miss it though. Yeah, I thought about talking about the whole Ethan Hassan iDubbbz thing, but yeah, there's a million people who are all trying to be a part of, you know, they try to get their clout by talking about those things and then inserting themselves into other people's drama who have more clout, and I just don't want to be one of those people. I have my thoughts on it and stuff, but I don't think it's worth making a video about. If I had one content creator I'd say I'd look up to at this point, or in terms of like the kind of rep I wish I had, it would be Germa. I think it's amazing how Germa has managed to like maintain this like large audience just by being like a quirky. I wish my quirkiness was universally enjoyed enough and unique enough or whatever to make people want to make content about my quirkiness, and then that would proliferate. But I also don't live stream enough for that to happen. But he's also been around making consistent content for so long. I know too much about content, guys. I hate it. I know enough about content to know why I'm fucking where I'm at right now. And I know what it takes to get out of it, and I know too much. The knowledge is weighing down on me and makes me miserable. Yet somehow I must continue forth through my misery. YouTube is my last hope. I wouldn't even be here honestly if it wasn't for the fact that it does seem like I'm slowly building an audience on YouTube. If it wasn't for the fact that I'm eking by somehow with the YouTube algorithm, I would definitely not. I would be done with the internet at this point, and you would never see me again. The one thing I didn't like about VTubing and the last few iterations of like trying to do content, I don't feel like it ever allowed me to like have space to be like sad online. Because a big part of my life is sadness. It's like, but it's nice. That's one of the things I like about getting away from the VTubing. I used to feel guilty about being sad or expressing my sadness as a VTuber, because within the VTuber space it's very, you know, it just doesn't. Anytime you hear about a VTuber being sad, it's like because they're going through something traumatic or something at the time, or they're just going through a moment. But in general, it definitely feels like the overall vibes of VTubers is not that. It's funny, it's people like him and Moist Critical that give me hope that somehow if I just exist online long enough, being myself, that maybe if I do it for a decade, like I'll eventually... No, I like him because he's not. But he's somehow built an audience based on his like occasional quirkiness. No, he's just the opposite. Same with Moist Critical. Like his live streams aren't a laugh-a-minute riot. His commentary is dry as hell. Like, I'm not saying he doesn't have value, but what I'm saying is that people have found value in it because he's just been around the internet long enough and he's built up enough clout. You know who's generally good like a consistent viewer, like a consistent good view is Moon Moon. Go watch Moon Moon. Moon Moon's a fucking riot. And his chat makes everything. And he does it just through gaming, like he just understands. You know, it's hard to describe. Yeah, if you want to know a genuine inspiration in terms of live streaming content, it's Moon Moon, 100%. Maybe I should DM Moon Moon and ask if he'll fucking come for an interview. Hey, no harm trying, right? Yeah, I actually, ever since the iDubbbz thing dropped on Ethan Klein, I low-key, I mean, I've been having trouble watching Hassan as much recently just because it seems like some of the things he goes off on, I'm kind of getting burnt out on hearing about certain political talk over and over and over again. I'm beginning to see Hassan as being a little bit more callous and cold-hearted than I used to. I used to not care about it, but it's kind of getting annoying now. He's feeling, sometimes his streams just feel a little bit too, I just wish he would stick to being like, I don't know, informative. I don't know what it is, man. It's just been recently for me. I liked him. I really liked the way that he talked about stuff. I guess the thing is there's only so many times you can hear him tell the same stories over and over again and fight the same battles where it's just like, okay, I already know all this. I don't need to know it more. And then sometimes he's inconsistent in his like. I think he thinks too highly of himself, and he's inconsistent in his messaging at times. And I like it when he's an advocate for good things, right? But then when he's just being a hater, or he's feeding trolls, or he's claiming victimhood and shit, it's just like, shut the fuck up, man. You're literally a bajillionaire, like, and you could be and people aren't wrong. You could be doing a lot more with your time and money. It's like, my clothes are made in America. They're union made in America. It's why I suffer, because I feel like I deserve more than I probably. I don't even know how to say that properly. I feel like I deserve to be big. I just don't know how to get there. Or it's taking such a long time. God, just let me be famous, please. Why are all these other plebs famous? Just let me be famous. God, it's so annoying it's so annoying being not famous, guys. I'm so likable. Why can't I just be famous? There's some people who are like leftist political commentators who also throw strays at anime constantly for being for promoting pedophilia through just younger anime characters. It's so stupid. But yeah, but there's been a lot of times where I've just been positioned, man. Like I know I can handle the fame. Give it to me. My personality has carried me very far in this life. I've built a lot of great success on my personality. I've just never had my pure personality be the thing. Give me the opportunity, boys. I'm ready to go. Let's go. Let's do it. Put me in the spotlight. Give me the opportunity. Hololive, call me. I'm ready to go. I can handle the pressure. I can handle the everything. I'm 45 years old. I've been through the worst of it. I'm ready to go. I'm capable. I was the best damn cop on the Los Santos police force. My higher ups did not fucking see it. It was so frustrating. I've been continually perplexed by like the hot and cold nature of my ability as a content creator when it comes to live streaming, making videos and stuff. I've never seen it consistently pop off. It's always kind of like, oh sorry, there's been the one pop off, and then most of the other time it's just been kind of like a middling, and I don't fully understand it. I don't know if there's, I don't know how to get out of it. It's the one thing I've never. I've never figured out for myself. I'd like to figure out. I won't lie, it's amazingly depressing. It's usually depressing and anxiety inducing. I don't know, man, it depends on like what you're looking for. Are you looking for adventure? You're looking for slice of life? Honestly, tell ChatGPT what you've watched and then ask for suggestions. Oh, maybe try the Studio Ghibli films. Oh yeah, Cowboy Bebop. Cowboy Bebop is definitely a surefire win, 100%. And Studio Ghibli films are pretty good. Yeah, also Akira, if you haven't seen Akira. What's up, almonds? Hey, look, guys, you too could have the fancy wood tier badge for your first month as a member to my channel. And sometimes when I post my videos, I make them available to members first. For just $5.99 a month, I think. Might be cheaper than that, I don't know. I'm gonna give you a list of ones I like. Princess Jellyfish, Cute Slice of Life, FLCL Coming of Age with Robots, Nausicaa, 80s era fantasy adventure, Serial Experiments Lane, 90s surreal, semi-horror, and then Attack on Titan, modern dark fantasy with lots of twists and turns, action and drama. Yeah, this isn't just a starter pack, this is all I've ever seen. I don't watch a lot of anime. Yeah, Attack on Titan's the most modern one. That's one to really sink your teeth into. Watch like the first few episodes of Attack on Titan, and if you like it at all, just fucking binge the hell out of that shit, man. Speaking of binging, Andor Season 2! Final season! 2 days, man! It's coming back, I'm so excited! I'm so excited, oh my god. They've been more clips of it, they're showing more clips of it, I could not be any more excited, bro. Yeah, Sibby, I wish there was like, if we lived together, man, I would hang out with you on the couch and watch Attack on Titan while studying Japanese and drawing or something. I just don't want to be in VR. All the Studio Ghibli films are things you could pretty much watch from start to finish. If you skip, Grave of the Fireflies is the one. Studio Ghibli is multiple creators. The one that I'm specifically talking about is Hayao Miyazaki. So just look up Studio Ghibli Miyazaki. And if you watch all of his films from pretty much the oldest to the newest, they're not like all tied together, but he pretty much has the same style throughout all of them. It's just neat to see kind of like how the technology changes in terms of, you know, the animation getting more and more refined over time. And if you end up enjoying silly anime, start watching One Piece and you'll never run out. That's true. I guess that's maybe why I like it so much, is because he's not a superhero. And how he becomes a superhero isn't even him becoming a superhero. It's like him it's like him being dragged along the journey and then ultimately having to, at the very end, stand up for himself. It's so good, man. I never thought about that. Because I guess most shonen are like, it's all about the character becoming a superhero fairly quickly. Yeah, that's why FLCL is so good, man. Yes, exactly, bro. Exactly. Because even by the end of it, he's still lost. It's literally like, it's like the feeling of going from elementary school to middle school, or going from middle school to high school. That's what FLCL is. Except with robots. And aliens. Yeah, I haven't watched FLCL from start to finish in a long time. Yeah, the music's good too, yeah. And the best part about it is, from my understanding, is a big part of what drove the creation of FLCL was just They wanted to just do all their favorite things and have fun with it. Which is why it's so silly in terms of the stylization of it. I know this might be kind of pretentious to say, but I'd say in a lot of ways, this YouTube channel is inspired by the same ideal. Where it's like, I'm just trying to have fun, man. I'm just trying to do the things I like, you know what I mean? I know I'd say I was gonna try to do this for 4 hours, but I think I'm tapped out at this point. It's been fun though, thanks for hanging out with me. If you're a VOD watcher and you got to this point in the video, leave a freaking comment, you lordess, you goddess, you god. I love you guys. I'll see you another time. I don't know when I'm gonna stream again. I'll just stream whenever I feel like I have the energy to. I'm gonna try to do it on a more regular basis. But we'll see. Later, guys.